look spectacular. Used for the Asian Games, used for many sporting events, and with the tented village around the arena, there's plenty for the fans to do. But most importantly, there's the best badminton on the planet to watch. Because this is the best of the best here at the HSBC BWF World Tour finals. So 3 finals completed. Next up is women's singles, and it's CHEN Yu Fei against TAI Tzu Ying. Now, at the top half of the draw, the semi-final was both players from Group A. And the winner of Group A, CHEN Yu Fei, safely came through against the former world #1, Akane Yamaguchi. TAI Tzu Ying, who had lost to Okuhara in the group, then beat her in the semi-final. So we have the winner of Group A against the runner-up of Group B. CHEN Yu Fei, her career win-loss record translates into 14 finals prior to this and 8 titles. TAI Tzu Ying is in her 40th career final today. She's already won 27 titles. CHEN Yu Fei, the #1 seed, because she finished the year ranked #1 on the race to Guangzhou. And if she wins today, she will replace her opponent as world #1. Well, she's won all of her matches so far, has CHEN Yu Fei. She started on Wednesday against her teammate, the left-handed He Zhao. That was 2 straight games. On Thursday, she beat the defending champion and reigning world champion, Pusala Venkata Sindhu. Lost the opening game, having been 2017 up. On Friday, she beat the 2017 winner, Akane Yamaguchi, in just 29 minutes. And yesterday, beat her once again in the semi-final. The match a little longer, as you can see. Yesterday's semi-final, 40 minutes. TAI Tzu Ying is today contesting her 4th final at the end of season championship. No other player has contested more than 2 finals in the women's singles discipline. She has come through a very tough group. I don't know why I say that. All groups are very tough here in the World Tour finals, because it is the best of the best. But her very first match, she lost against the 2015 winner and last year's beaten finalist, Nozomi Okuhara. She then beat Arachino Quintanon, the 2013 world champion. She then, in the last of her group matches, beat Busanan Ongbangarangpan in 2 straight games. In the semi-final, got revenge over Okuhara, this time beating her in 2 straight games, having lost in 3 games, as we saw on Wednesday.
But perhaps you were saying tough because Intanon was in the same group, and they really have a fight, those 2 players, TAI Tzu Ying and Intanon.
Yeah. So 3 players in that group have been world #1s.
Yes.
Yeah, tough group.
It is.
So the countdown is on. TAI Tzu Ying, the current world #1, in her 4th end-of-year championship final. She won the title in 2014 and 16, but she first reached the final in 2013 when the event was staged in Kuala Lumpur. Seventh consecutive appearance at the World Tour finals for TAI Tzu Ying. For CHEN Yu Fei, it's her 3rd consecutive. Her first ever final. 2 years ago, she reached the semi-final before losing to Pusala Venkata Sindhu, the player she beat this year in Thursday's match. Currently number 2 on the world ranking, but she has a chance to become world number 1 if she wins today's final. Our guest celebrity to conduct the toss of the coin.
Thank you.
So the players change ends before the start of the warm-up period.
CHEN Yu Fei won the toss and chose ends.
So that could be significant. Proved so in the men's singles, didn't it? That was the deciding factor.
It was.
Could be a game.
But this time chosen opposite.
So CHEN Yu Fei is 21 years of age, born in Hangzhou, the capital of Xinjiang province. 19th week as world number 2. But if she wins, as I say, she will become the 4th different player this year to be number 1 on the women's singles world ranking. There hasn't been a player from China ranked number 1 in the world in the women's singles for 4.5 years, since former Olympic champion Li Shuirui in June 2015. TAI Tzu Ying, on the other hand, holds the record as the most number of weeks under the current ranking system to be world number 1. 147th week at the top of the rankings. 7th consecutive appearance at the season-ending championships in her 40th career final. And she's still only 25 years of age. Born in Kaohsiung. As we look at our umpire, Kelly Hoare from Australia, Rohana De Silva of Sri Lanka, the service judge. Well, there's been talk about the fact TAI Tzu Ying may wish to retire after the Olympic Games. She said she's been playing for a long time. Of course, she holds the record as the youngest ever finalist at a Super Series event, because that was at the Singapore Open of 2010. She started the tournament as a 15-year-old and on finals day turned 16. So she has been playing at the elite level for a very long time. There's the Chinese coaching bench. Luo Yigang and Xia Xuanzhe. Well, the head-to-head, as you saw, between these two players is heavily stacked in favour of TAI Tzu Ying. 15 previous meetings, and TAI Tzu Ying has won all but 1. She won the last time they met, which was the semi-final of the Denmark Open, but CHEN Yu Fei had badly twisted an ankle and actually had to retire injured. But the one time that CHEN Yu Fei won against her opponent of today was the All-England final.
In March this year.
Exactly. First win in their 12th meeting. So the current world number 2, CHEN Yu Fei, getting this women's singles final underway against the world number 1, TAI Tzu Ying. Oh, good defence. So too is that.
What a flying start to this women's singles.
What a rally. Oh, that's gone wide. Morten, there's got to be something in the style of play between these two players as to why TAI Tzu Ying has such a head-to-head advantage. Or is it just that CHEN Yu Fei at the age of 21 is just a little bit younger and she's been coming up, and perhaps now she's getting better and better and she's raising her level, and now it's going to be more and more difficult for TAI Tzu Ying?
The latter. I think it's she's coming up. She's young. I've said earlier, I think she checked into the very top when she won the All England earlier this year.
Yeah.
And we see her starting winning against players that she normally would not beat, where she's having not the best of statistics against, but she's definitely coming up.
Yeah.
She's having a wonderful anticipation in her game. She's having a knack of standing in the right places at the right time.
I think the other thing we've got to be aware of is the fact that CHEN Yu Fei, a year ago, she reached 4 finals in Germany, Asia Championships, Indonesian Open, China Open, lost those 4 finals, and then finally won
in Fuzhou.
In Fuzhou.
Yeah.
So since then, she's played another 6 finals this year. So she's won the last 7 finals that she has played, CHEN Yu Fei. And psychologically, that could be a big help to her today. Or does that not come into it at all? Do you only just focus on the match, or, you know?
Of course, that will give confidence coming into a final like this, but I was immensely impressed with TAI Tzu Ying yesterday.
Right. Oh, between the legs.
Yeah, but she, of course, we know she can do this. She can do all these trick shots and all that. She's got wonderful movement on court, fantastic technical skills and so on. But what I noticed yesterday is her attitude.
Yeah.
And you don't very often see TAI Tzu Ying on the floor sort of diving for a shot.
Mm.
She did that just 1 minute ago.
Yeah.
And we're talking about early first game.
Yeah.
In this match. And that's different.
Yeah.
Good play by CHEN Yu Fei.
In fact, I think Morten, at recent tournament, in fact, I think we were in Paris when we were watching TAI Tzu Ying playing against Carolina Marin, and at times she looked as if she wasn't really interested.
Yeah, but she's had a fair share of injuries this
Yeah.
year, I must say. But I feel she's sort of getting back on top.
Yeah, and that's great news for all badminton fans, because she's such a delight to watch when she's playing well.
She is. She lost the first game against Ratchanok Intanon in the group.
Yeah.
But the last 2 games she played really solid.
Oh, look at that. And that. Crikey. I can see what you mean, Morten. At the moment, total focus.
It's everything equal. She's playing well at the moment. But she has this tendency to go on what we call the walkabout, and suddenly mistakes are creeping into her game, and she's a little bit nonchalant about it. And so you never know. But when she's focused and she's playing well, she's got the shots.
Going wide. That's going wide as well. So to the mid-game interval with a 5-point advantage, TAI Tzu Ying.
And look at the walk, how TAI Tzu Ying is walking out the court for the interval. She walks with a purpose.
Yeah. When we talked about the toss of the coin,
Yep.
CHEN Yu Fei won the toss.
And chose ends.
And you said that opposite to Momota. Momota chose this near side first because he finished the far side.
You're right, I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I'm wrong, sorry. I'm wrong. So right. Chose the same as Momota.
Yeah, yeah. Wants to finish the good side.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it goes to 3. So 11-6 the advantage. Oh,
that was a big miss from CHEN Yu Fei. That flick from TAI Tzu Ying down the forehand side was not long enough.
Chen Cheng, the coach with the blue t-shirt.
He used to be a sparring partner, didn't he?
That's right, and then TAI Tzu Ying used to be coached by her father, and then it was her father that suggested that he became her coach. And what a good partnership it's turned out to be. Oh, that's magnificent.
Good shot, good angle, very sharp.
Oh, you won't see better than that.
She's deadly from that forehand at the net. She's got so many options, and she's got a disguise on every single shot of it.
And this is the point about this one. Watch her racket movement here. It was that little movement to indicate that she was going to lift it, and then just blocked it back to the net. Oh, my goodness. There you are. That's another one of those variations from the forehand net that you've been talking about.
Forehand, she's also got the flick down into the deep forehand corner. It's one of her absolute favourites as well.
It's just an amazing shot. Oh, now backhand smash.
And that's the flick to the forehand.
Well, at the moment, TAI Tzu Ying is a class above her opponent. Landed on the line. Perfection.
It will be a very interesting second game.
Yeah.
Because is CHEN Yu Fei able mentally to soak up this pressure? Because she is really getting hammered here in the first game. And can she really sort of take that kind of pressure mentally? And of course she's getting onto the good side, and you know, can she get into the rhythm and fight her way back into it?
Yeah.
It's going to be very interesting. I have a strong anticipation by TAI Tzu Ying.
Oh, and a wonderful, wonderful lift. It's game point opportunities. 4 posts of them for former champion TAI Tzu Ying. Opening game to the current world #1, TAI Tzu Ying, 21-12. And my goodness me, Morten, you were right. She is playing well at the moment. Very focused. And all her wonderful skills on display. 15 minutes for that opening game. Oh my goodness, is she all right? One player looking as if she's got her head in her hands, as if she's got a headache or something, and the other one's sitting on the floor.
I think TAI Tzu Ying is perfectly okay.
utterly astonishing to me, Morton, that she won 6 tournaments this year. CHEN Yu Fei didn't even make the shortlist for the Female Player of the Year.
Yeah, yeah, you're right on that.
Well, the fans trying to get behind CHEN Yu Fei. I think the first 3 rallies, a few rallies, are going to be very important.
Yes, it will be a strong indication on what's going to happen in the second game. Oh, that's in. Yeah. I thought for a second that might have drifted out the sideline, that lift from CHEN Yu Fei.
Well, quite obvious the difference in ends in these first few rallies of this second game. What is it, 3 long from TAI Tzu Ying?
Yes, 3 out the back line.
And then she leaves 1 her side of the court and it lands in. Yeah, well left. Was a complete reversal, isn't it? Because TAI Tzu Ying had a 7-2 lead in the first, and now it's CHEN Yu Fei who has a 7-2 lead.
I think it's mentally very strong of CHEN Yu Fei to bounce back in such manner. Only 21 years of age, and really been thrashed in the first and opening game. Coming back in this fashion in the second, I think is showing good mental strength.
Yeah, that's a super smash. Also showed great mental strength in the final of the Sudirman Cup, didn't she? 6-11 down in the third game against Yamaguchi in the final.
Yeah, that's
China
true.
against Japan.
That's true. So the drift conditions here in the stadium is forcing TAI Tzu Ying to be a little bit more proactive, be a little bit more aggressive than what she normally would be, as she can't use the backline as much as she probably wanted to do.
Oh, what a net shot.
That's a good lift.
Missed it.
But try to notice that TAI Tzu Ying, as and when she's playing the backline, she's playing with much more height.
Yes, I had noticed that.
And that means that CHEN Yu Fei is getting no pace to feed off. And of course, she can keep it in at the same time.
Good returning serve. TAI Tzu Ying thought it was going to be a lift. Oh, good block. Good defence from CHEN Yu Fei. The body smash wasn't quite accurate enough. Not towards the right hip. More towards the forehand defence.
Yeah. A reverse slice would have done wonders in a situation like that, because I think CHEN Yu Fei anticipated that smash down the line quite nicely.
So to the mid-game interval. It's a mirror image of the first, isn't it? Because the first game was 11-6, but in favour of TAI Tzu Ying. Second game, the advantage at the mid-game interval is also 11-6, but this time in favour of CHEN Yu Fei. You know, it's absolutely fascinating, Morton, because you noticed in the opening game TAI Tzu Ying walked with a real purpose to the mid-game interval. And coming back from the mid-game interval, she was very slow with her walk on, whereas CHEN Yu Fei was very purposeful. It was such a contrast.
All depends who's winning.
Yeah.
That's out.
Well, this is 6 straight points now for CHEN Yu Fei. delightful. Tai Tzu Ying certainly got her supporters here as well, hasn't she?
Yes. I'm sitting here debating with myself whether the gap is too great.
What, and whether she should just let this second game go and concentrate on the third, or...
Yeah, more like, will it be possible for her to come back, even if she tries really her very, very best?
Well, that's certainly not helping her course.
No, 15-8 doesn't look good in terms of a comeback for Tai Tzu Ying. But solid play from CHEN Yu Fei.
One's dropped in. Well, if anybody can reel off a whole load of points,
10 in a row or something,
it's Tai Tzu Ying.
She can do it.
Yeah. She's missed it. Would you believe that? The court was open.
But there was a little bit of an awkward angle to play, and she pushed it wide.
Oh, she's called a fault. The umpire's called a fault.
Yeah, I would like to see that in slow motion.
I'd like to see that again. That's well in. Well in. Well, it looks almost certain that we're going to be treated to a third and deciding game. Oh, look at that.
Sometimes I think it would be more effective for Tai Tzu Ying to use these slices than use the power smash, because CHEN Yu Fei is really anticipating well. She's hardly ever getting fooled in terms of direction when it comes to the smashes from Tai Tzu Ying.
Well, the line judge unable to make a decision. Therefore indicates unsighted. I don't think the line judge was unsighted, but perhaps just too close to call. So the umpire has asked for Hawkeye. Oh, out by a whisker. That's clearly in. Game point opportunities. It's one game all. Well, I said it was a mirror image of the first. It's the same scoreline, both games won or lost to 12.
Wasn't the men's singles the same to 17? Can't remember.
Yes, it was. So 31 minutes into the match. It is one game apiece.
就坚持这个打法，好吧？你反正注意，就是说你不要起跑，就站着，打完就连贯。你或者学3口拳那种软压上网连贯，软压上网连贯。他不是有一段时间打你嘛，软压上网嘛，对不对？那你就这种软压上网，然后让他后场不舒服，没有主动球，好吧？
让他去发力，由于软压完等于下开发，让他去发你的力的时候借他力打回头，最好。
就在这边就不要轻易起跳，好吧？跳了节奏还容易倒。 就保持平稳，保持连贯，就秒杀上网行，加油！
开局你保持住气势要先出来。
So CHEN Yu Fei has the distinction of having won titles at all 4 levels on World Tour this year. So I suppose if she wins this, it's all 5 levels, because this is a level higher than the Super 1000s, which would be the same as Momota.
Yep. Yeah, he won Super 300 in Germany, didn't he?
Yeah. So 3rd and deciding game. Oh, nice. Oh, it's landed in.
Good control, good length from CHEN Yu Fei.
That's a good punch to him.
That can only be used against the drift.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a very, very positive start from CHEN Yu Fei. Good cross-court smash.
Oh. She didn't move towards the shuttle, she let the shuttle come to her. Look at that. Normally she steps forward into the shot. Brilliant.
I think the difference at the moment is the fact that CHEN Yu Fei seems to have a little bit more patience in her game. TAI Tzu Ying is forcing the issue a little bit too much and making mistakes.
Yes, that was mighty close. But no challenge. In fact, we haven't had a challenge from either player all match yet. Oh, yes. Clear from deep in the forehand corner of TAI Tzu Ying. Simply wasn't deep enough and wasn't high enough. CHEN Yu Fei able to intercept. Oh, well, it was called good. Obviously, I thought it was just wide.
I think you're right. I think it's wide too. And there is no doubt in the mind of CHEN Yu Fei.
No, which is why she's challenged. No, it was clearly out. Good challenge. Well left. Well left again.
This is a fascinating match. I'm really watching.
Yeah, well played.
And this is an area for CHEN Yu Fei that will improve with the years, where she get more muscles and more strength. The problem, I think, in the past was her attack, her ability to finish shots and so on. It's got better.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the reasons why she's moving up in the ranking.
Yeah.
And winning tournaments now. And that will only improve in the next coming years as well. I think CHEN Yu Fei has put herself in a very favourable position here.
Yes, so do I. just 1 point in it now. The other thing I like about this match, Morton, apart from the fact that we're seeing some great skills and we don't know who's going to win this, you know, it's still very much in balance.
Anyone's guess.
But there's no real deliberate time wasting. They just get on in between rallies.
Yeah.
And, you know, how many times have they asked for the court to be mopped?
None, I think.
Exactly. They just get on with it. I like that. Brilliant.
Good play. That's good play. TAI Tzu Ying really trying to push CHEN Yu Fei from side to side, but cannot pass her, and that smashed the line. It's been a good attacking shot for CHEN Yu Fei. It's been a good winner that smashed down the line from her around the head situation.
Missed it. So a 3-point advantage for CHEN Yu Fei. And just 10 more points needed, possibly just 10 more points, as long as it didn't go to extra points for CHEN Yu Fei to become world #1. Winning the title. The bonus would be world #1, wouldn't it? Morton has been 6 world #1s since the last Chinese player, Li Shuirui, was #1.
Yeah.
And those, of course, are Carolina.
2 from Japan.
Carolina Marin.
Spain. TAI Tzu Ying.
Sina Nehwal, Ratchanok Kintanon, TAI Tzu Ying, Yamaguchi and Okuhara.
Sina Nehwal.
Yeah.
That's true.
So the 3-point advantage, and she's got the better end to finish the match, CHEN Yu Fei. Oh, that's landed clearly. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. What a terrific rally. Quality from both players. Look at that final smash. Went down so steeply. That could be a costly miss. I thought CHEN Yu Fei was out of position.
Yeah, but not more than she would be able to get back into it. The thing is that I'm really looking at TAI Tzu Ying at the moment in sense of how she is coping with the situation of being on the bad side of the court. And she left the first one to 12 on the back line, and if she starts playing some out on the back line herself, that means that she's not really taking into account that she's playing with a drift, that she can leave shots on the back line herself and keep pushing them out on the other back line. So she's got to learn to cope with it. And that's what I'm really looking at the moment.
That one was well judged, though.
It was.
Yeah.
Good play by CHEN Yu Fei.
Yeah. It's the ability now to change direction with CHEN Yu Fei that has made the big difference in her game. That's the leg strength you were talking about.
Yes, it's all about strength. She's growing up, she's getting stronger in all departments.
Oh, my goodness. Great retrieving. What a rally. That's clearly in. Clearly in.
And finally, we saw TAI Tzu Ying from the deep forehand corner playing the cross-court drive rather than play the shot down the line.
Look at that dive.
This one here.
Yeah.
So often she's played down the line and she got punished by CHEN Yu Fei.
Good lift. Brilliant, brilliant from CHEN Yu Fei. The body language of TAI Tzu Ying. That was possibly revealing. Great length on the clear from CHEN Yu Fei. And she certainly hasn't realised the extent of the drift, I don't think, Morten.
Now
TAI Tzu Ying.
I'm a little bit disappointed in the sense that she should be such an experienced player and still she's leaving shots like that.
Brilliant. Well, she's challenging that. I don't think she'll win that challenge. Yeah, brilliant. So it's a 5-point advantage now to CHEN Yu Fei. And was 4 points away from the title. About 3 points away from the title.
The only thing that can stop CHEN Yu Fei from winning is CHEN Yu Fei herself.
Yeah.
By being too nervous or suddenly holding back a bit.
Wow, my goodness me. What suddenly happened there?
There must be a corridor somewhere.
Way long of the back line. I like also the fact that when either one of them has asked the other to change the shuttle, they just change it immediately.
Change it, no trouble.
Yeah. None of these mind games of saying, no, I'm winning with this shuttle, so don't want to change it. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant net shot. Well, 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 all of a sudden it seems possible again.
Yeah, it's important for CHEN Yu Fei to go forward, move forward, be positive, be proactive in her thinking, believing that she can score the points. If she starts holding back, as I said earlier, the only one that can stop her from winning is herself.
Well, well, well.
Now it's close.
Now, the psychology and the pressure is right back into play. 4 straight points and now only 2 points in it. 16-18.
Clever, clever.
That's very nice from TAI Tzu Ying.
Exactly the same principle applied here, going cross-court from the deep corner, just like from the forehand side.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, I think we said in the second game, if anybody can rattle off half a dozen or more points, it's TAI Tzu Ying. So just 1 point the deficit. Oh, my goodness. CHEN Yu Fei had been down on her knees. TAI Tzu Ying had her at her mercy. And she plays the block into the net. Oh, she's challenging. It was called out, but the challenge from TAI Tzu Ying.
Wow, this is crucial.
So it's either 3 match points, or once again, there's just 1 point in it. It's out. It's match point opportunities. And TAI Tzu Ying has no challenges left. But 3 opportunities for CHEN Yu Fei to take the title. It's gone long, and CHEN Yu Fei has beaten the world #1 TAI Tzu Ying to win the title at the HSBC BWF World Tour Finals. And in doing so, she will replace TAI Tzu Ying as world #1 when the rankings are published next Tuesday. 12-21, 21-12, 21-17 in the deciding game, in a match just 2 minutes shy of the hour mark. Well, look at her. She drops the racket before the shuttle falls, because she knew for certain that that shuttle was going to go long of the back line. What a year she has had. Her 7th title of the year in her 7th final. But in total, it is her 8th consecutive final that she has won. There is confirmation of the score: 12-21, 21-12, 21-17 in the deciding game. What a brilliant match, what wonderful entertainment. And for the home fans, delight that another Chinese player has taken another title here at the World Tour Finals. Well, Morten, when you look at the year that TAI Tzu Ying has had, I think she deserves to be world #1 and to win this title. She's been outstanding this year. Sorry, did I say TAI Tzu Ying?
Yes, you did.
I'm getting carried away. I'm too excited about the whole occasion. Of course, I mean CHEN Yu Fei.
CHEN Yu Fei.
Yeah.
I agree. She deserves to be world #1. She's worked hard. As I say, she is gaining strength from month to month. She's getting stronger and stronger, physically stronger. Her anticipation is good. She's got a lovely defense, but now she can also score the points herself.
Yeah, and that, I think you're right, has made a big difference. I think she's quite overcome by it. Well, she looked very, very calm on court. But so she's had an outstanding year, CHEN Yu Fei. I still believe that the women's singles discipline is the most interesting and open of all 5 disciplines. Super 300s this year, 11 titles to 10 different players. Super 500s, the 7 titles to 5 different players. The Super 750s, the 5 titles to 4 different players. And that the Super 1000, the only discipline where there weren't multiple winners, because the 3 Super 1000 titles in women's singles went to 3 different players: CHEN Yu Fei, Akane Yamaguchi, and Carolina Marin.
Yeah. I wouldn't like to predict the women's singles in any tournament. You never know what's going to happen.
No, it's a wonderful discipline at the moment. It's a golden era, I think, for women's singles at the moment. But of course, we before we see the prize presentation, perhaps ought to mention a couple of players. Carolina Marin coming back from knee surgery, a career-threatening injury, and the emergence of a 17-year-old Unsi Young
from Korea,
winning the French Open.
Yes.
So it's getting even more diverse and even more exciting.
It is, adding on to it.
Certainly is. And what a final we've been treated to here today. CHEN Yu Fei. One other thing that'll please you, for the first time ever this year, at either a Grand Prix Gold, a Super Series or a World Tour event, we've had an all-Danish women's singles final. And that was at the Spain Masters 300 event. So that's good news for you Danes.
Yes, so true. But we did not qualify anyone for this tournament. The competition is tough. Which
is a big disappointment. I'll come to that in a minute during the men's doubles. But let's enjoy the prize presentation, first of all, for the women's singles.
And I think it was nice to see TAI Tzu Ying so determined in this tournament. I think she's played well.
Yeah. TAI Tzu Ying in her fourth final at the end of season championships for a second time has to settle for second best. But the champion, CHEN Yu Fei of China, her 7th title this year. Mr. Paul-Erik Høyer-Larsen, President of the Badminton World Federation, to present the medals. Yeah, she's always very gracious in defeat, is TAI Tzu Ying. Mr. Zhang Jianhua, Guangzhou Municipal Government Deputy Secretary General, presents the trophies. And Mr. Xia Xuanze, Chinese Badminton Association Vice President and former World Men's Singles Champion, presents the mascots. What a year for CHEN Yu Fei. Yeah, that's lovely. Manages a smile. She must be disappointed inside. TAI Tzu Ying. Well, she did it the hard way, coming from a game down. Showed great character. CHEN Yu Fei. But we still have one more final to come. It's men's doubles final. And it features the beaten finalists from last year, Hiroyuki Endo and Yuta Watanabe. And they're up against the two-time former champions, Mohamed Hassan and Hendra Setiawan. also has darkness.